The disturbing truth about Chirsean Rock. So if y'all don't know, Chirsean Rock is Blueface's, I guess her baby mama, his baby mama. They've been together for like years, and it's like the most toxic shit you've ever seen. It's like college kids just running around being dumb, but they're like 30. Crazy. Let's see what Omizi got to say. My dog.
Oh, this is for the seriously unemployed at this point. Chirsean Rock has spent the last year telling everybody she has changed. She put down the drinking, she put down the abusive lifestyle that she was living, found God, she's picked up motherhood, and she will no longer be the Chirsean Rock that got her famous.
See, like, once you make the external changes like this, like, oh, I'm gonna be Christian, I'm gonna stop doing this, and you put it into the public light instead of just doing it in private, you're probably doing it, it's more performative than it is like actually for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she only did this it was probably 50-50, or maybe 75-25%. 75%, clout gaining. She's wanting to change her external appearance, and 25% she was actually trying to get close to God. Because obviously, she's back to square one. It's hard to break these habits, man.
So we're gonna do Bible studies, chat. I locked in, I consecrated, I fast, I prayed, I did it a lot.
Like, if you was really doing this, like, and you truly meant it, you'd be doing it by yourself. Like, don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to go, you know what I'm saying? You have a Bible study online. What are you doing? Just go to church.
And for what it's worth, over here at the Unemployed News Network, we applaud change, right? We hate when we go into our favorite restaurant or favorite store and they have a sign that says, hey, we have no more pennies. We like change, but the problem is that she never really took accountability for the things that she did and the actions that she had that would probably lead to her down this path of destruction in the first place. We're talking about the fights, we're talking about the arrest, we're talking about the way she behaved while she was.
See, and that kind of goes into my point that, like, it's more performative in nature rather than it actually being a change for her, like, actual self. You know what I'm saying? Because had she, like he said, took responsibility, actually owned up to her actions, take a long step away from the internet and, like, change who she was for real, she probably wouldn't be back to square one.
Was pregnant.
Like, this is crazy. Like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, you don't go from killing your baby right here. Like, she's literally pregnant, G. Like, she's OD pregnant. And she's smoking and drinking. Like, you don't go from this and you say, oh, now I'm going to go worship God. Because you still have to atone for this. Like, you still got to make up for this. Like,
and because you never really take full accountability and address those demons that have been chasing you, ultimately, after time has gone on, those things will come back to haunt you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Chirsean is now back on the internet having these public crash outs and is fighting in the streets.
Like, she gotta have something, like, not all the way there, G, because nobody really does this. And of course, the camera's there, so she gotta up it. But, like, if she's doing this with no camera, I don't know what's going on, my
Come on now. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, get right. Oh.
I actually seen this actually.
Oh, these are. Oh, these real punches. Oh my God!
She put the pause in that,
the car door. Ooh, there's a real fighting. I know exactly what's going on here. So maybe Chirsean didn't become a different person. Maybe she just gave the same person a new image. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. We're already at 185. My birthday was yesterday. Let's give me a birthday gift by hitting subscribe so we can get to 200K. Don't make me have to Chirsean Rock you now.
You got the same birthday?
It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. We're already at 185. My birthday was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday. Okay. Happy early, late birthday. My birthday is coming up in like 5 days. I'm gonna be unker. Not just Unk, but Unker.
Let's give me a birthday gift by hitting subscribe so we can get to 200K. Don't make me have to Chirsean Rock you. Now,
Hey,
back
y'all
into
give
the
me to
video. Chirsean Rock
200K
is
too, you feel me?
notorious, for lack of a better word, on the internet. All the public crash
I'ma get the
outs, the
content better.
relationship with Blueface that was toxic, the whole thing with the pregnancy, all of that stuff. But it seems as though the internet commentary was getting to her. Maybe she was growing up, her life actions, she wanted to change them. But since the last time we covered her, she has seemingly turned her life to God. She's put down the drinking, she's put down the fighting, she's put down the smoking, she's put down all these things that were toxic in her life, and is putting a new image of a new person in front of our eyes. And for what it's worth, at first, I was happy about it.
I'm gonna start streaming from my bedroom. So we're gonna do Bible studies, chat. I locked in, I consecrated, I fast, I prayed,
And she looks way better here. Like, she just looks more calm. Like, it did do some good for her. I will say that.
I did it a lot.
And this transformation is admirable. Oftentimes on the internet, we don't give people place and space to grow and change. We kind of hold them to a standard that they once were when they were younger or in a messed up place in their life or whatever the case may be. But to me, as long as you are showing like these efforts to change who you are, then I think that people
I don't know if I like fully agree, because like I've met a lot of people, and I'm not excluded from this, but like when it comes to like making changes and like who you are and how you act, and just for like trying to be a better person, a lot of that stuff has to be done like behind the scenes. Like from my experience, those who like put an external like kind of validation wanting to their change don't really change in the long run. Like they end up falling back into like who they used to be. And for some people it does work, because then it's like, okay, some people, like everybody can hold them accountable. But that only really works if you're like saying how you're gonna change the people that you actually care about. Like if you put it on the internet, you can lie to the internet and nobody's gonna give a fuck. And obviously her inhibitions are like super low. So like she can make a change or just lie to the internet and just keep it pushing and come back to where she's at. So
should acknowledge that and give you a round of applause, because we've got to remember this transformation came from years, and I do mean years, of the drinking, the behavior that was happening in the past, the fighting, the cussing, just the belligerentness. I mean, she was Zeus Network but unscripted, and it was all on our timelines. I think the worst of it all was how she was acting during and after her pregnancy with Chirsean Rock Jr.
Chirsean Rock is a horrible fucking mother, because at the end of the day, you're sitting here talking about your son doesn't have a disability and that you don't claim that in Jesus' name. Bitch, Jesus gave you the fucking doctors to tell you that your son has disabilities. God will send people in your life to tell you certain things that you don't want to hear, but it's the form of the truth. Several family members have told you, several friends have told you that your son has disabilities. It is okay to pray over your children. It is okay to cover your children in prayer. But what is not okay is to be a dumb dick-sucking bitch and forced to not believe that when you was drinking, smoking, popping pills your whole fucking pregnancy because you didn't know who the father was going to be. This girl is literally a fucking walking CPS case, and nobody sees it. And it's literally so aggravating, because that poor baby deserves better.
Now, I will say, for the most
100% though, like she's not just a terrible mother, but like a terrible human being. Like just to have, you know, that there's life within you and you're cultivating it and you just destroy it. Like if you look at baby Chirsean Jr., man, like I don't even know how she had the guts to, you know, give the little baby her name like that. Like it's sad.
part, while she was going through this transformation, the timeline was very proud and happy of what she was doing. But for me, there was a little bit of pause. I remember just a few months ago when she went on another podcast talking about her transformation, talking about the things that she had learned and changed. But specifically when it came to this section where she was talking about her baby and how the online community is talking about whether or not the baby has mental illness, her answer to me was extremely toxic or shaky as far as what is she doing about the baby's diagnosis.
Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability. He is the
Like the amount of denial is sickening. Because if you just look at the kid, hopefully he shows it like soon. If you just look at the kid, he's gonna suffer if he even makes it to 5. G. Like Like, it might be sad to say, but if I was the little boy and I was able to have like a third person view of myself, I'd be like, bro, just go ahead, pull the cord, man. Cause gee, I can't live like this. I would never want to live like that. Like that's a curse. Like she actually cursed that little kid.
Developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he. Right. But it's
like she's saying that she's acting like her word is like the word. Like she's acting like she's a prophet. She has all the knowledge. No, she has to like humble herself. And like she's just afraid to take accountability for what she did to the kid.
Don't tell me.
I ain't saying not even just that. It's like say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself.
See how she used a doctor first? Because obviously a doctor was like, hey, your kid isn't gonna make it that long. That's why she went there first.
You should not accept it, bro. Yeah, anybody, if they're guessing or whatever, no. The word said what the word said. God said what the God said.
She can't even say that right, bro. The word say what the word. What does the word say about you drinking and smoking weed while having a kid in your belly? Like, what does God say about that? She the cognitive dissonance in this woman is crazy, G.
Yeah, I was really skeptical from there. Back then, I was skeptical about her use of religion. I'm not saying that she isn't somebody who is starting to read the Bible, go to church, claim these things, etc., etc.
That's what I'm saying.
And while finding God can give us a new image of who Chirsean is, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have a different Chirsean as a whole. It's just the same thing with different packaging. It's not that she changed because of need. She really changed because of all the internet scrutiny surrounding the commentary.
See, like the internet's validation, like everybody's external validation, like that's what she was like really changing for.
Around all of her actions and transgressions that were going on the internet. But once you start to look at what she was changing from, I feel like the fights and the arguments and crash outs online are the least bit of concern when it comes to her. Chirsean's history is filled with extreme behavior. In 2022, she was arrested for taking a stolen G-Wagon, and also while in that stolen G-Wagon, she
former artist Chirsean Rock after her arrest in Oklahoma for allegedly stealing his car.
He allegedly broke into a home and write "I love blue" in reference to Blueface in blood. Now, I feel like I could make a whole video series and saga about her toxic relationship with her and her ex-boyfriend, current baby daddy Blueface. But to be honest with you, that's not the worst of it. Parents, two consenting adults, they have their own relationships. I don't necessarily agree with them, but at the end of the day, it's all consensual. The worst part about Chirsean Rock in her past is how she dealt with her soon-to-be newborn son, Chirsean Rock Jr., while she was pregnant.
Because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
See, she running from the fact that she did that shit. Look at her.
Ladies, one more time.
Smoking.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at? Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
gonna... get no liquor?
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
Oh, shit. Every time I see this clip, it's crazy. I could abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me. Why didn't she just do it, bro? Like, why didn't she just get rid of the dude? Oh my God, she's the worst.
You should do it because it's cold.
Fucking liquor.
And niggas recording it.
When they were here last time, him and Chirsean was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
And the thing is, too, like, nobody's gonna say nothing to her, too. Like, nobody said a damn thing. Like, at least from what we see, right? Because obviously she's still doing it. So, I mean, somebody had to try. Like, her sister, her family probably did try it. But she was just so off the cuff. Like, if they said anything to her, she probably put their hands on them.
This is Chirsean Rock smoking and drinking and clubbing and doing all these wild things while she was pregnant. This will produce that same baby.
Like, she might as well just had fell down the stairs with that hoe in her.
Who earlier in the video she denied had any sorts of disabilities. Even though she was told by multiple doctors, social media is screaming at her about what's going on here, she remained in denial, saying that it was actually up to God. She took no accountability for the situation, saying that, hey, I'm gonna continue to drink because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get rid of it, only to keep the baby at the end of it all. And that's horrifying and disgusting. And so let's say we are in our forgiving era of it all. Let's say that, hey, you made these dumb decisions, you seem to have some sort of addiction problem, and then you found religion religion, and so you were able to deny the disability of it all, even though I don't agree with any of that. Let's just say we're following you down this rabbit hole. Even to this day, she is still avoiding any sorts of accountability in these actions. I guess she had finally come to the revelation that there is something wrong with the baby, that this baby does have some sort of disabilities. That's fine, that's dandy. There's actually nothing wrong with any sort of child having disabilities. What is wrong is a mother who continuously denies.
It's only wrong because she's the one that's caused the whole disability. Like, oh my goodness, she's the reason.
Their actions in this, especially one that is trying to portray a new image about themselves to the public.
Wearing that black dress, y'all keep saying I was drinking in the club when I was pregnant. That was juice.
Really? It was just juice? I mean, she's literally denying.
Like, her face literally grimaced. Like, you know that face you make after you get a shot in? Like, she hit that hoe. Like, your face automatically does like a frown. And I noticed that whenever I drank, like, I would just smile through it. But like, whatever I did drink, it would just make me like frown. And then I noticed everybody else was also frowning too. I was like, damn, this alcohol shit is not good.
Things that we have on record, on video, on podcasts, on audio, on all of these different things, with multiple people testifying to the fact that she actually was drinking while she was pregnant. And this is why I and many others are starting to wake up the questioning about this newfound image that she has going around on the internet. Instead of saying that she made some sort of horrible decision and all she can do is learn to live with her actions and move forward with a baby that she can love and all these other things like that, she's still denying any sort of accountability for what she did. She does that by rewriting history about a situation that we saw in 1080p.
She couldn't stop herself from smoking and drinking while pregnant. She did have the child, and this September he will be 3 years old. He still cannot walk or talk.
Damn, he's 3? Sheesh. Like, the way that his motor functions like operate, you think he's still a baby because he can't move. Like, oh my goodness. And he has like the club feet and his hands are like struggling to like move. Like he like kind of walks like this almost. It's like, oh my goodness, yeah.
And it seems like also has a hard time just sitting up on his own without assistance supporting him. It is heartbreaking. It is actually heartbreaking. And I don't know why what she's done isn't just full-blown child abuse. Like, I don't...
Yeah, like, how is she not in jail? I don't see it. I don't see how you could do that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, this should be like a federal case or something, like against human rights violations. I don't know, man.
Know how that's not just a crime. Like, it's all just right out there in the open. Like, it's not a secret.
As if her actions weren't already bad, she then decides to refuse to take any sort of accountability. So I'm supposed to believe that you've changed in all of this? And then there's this murder case that's been looming over her head for a minute. For the longest time, the internet was under the impression that
Look at my dog, bro. Look at him. One eye here, one eye going there, bro. Can't even keep his head up, bro. And then look at her, bro. Barely dressed. This is such a bad energy room. Look at DDG in the corner, bro. He ready to go.
Famous rapper was the baby daddy or is the baby daddy of Chirsean Rock Jr. But it turns out that that may not be the case at all. There was this boyfriend that she was dealing with around the time that she got pregnant, and she was dealing back and forth between Blueface and this guy. And right before he was supposed to take some court-ordered DNA test, he ends up dead. But the problem is that there's been some speculation that she has been involved with said ending of this man's life, even to the tune of the police coming up and questioning her about her involvement.
See, yeah, I've seen this before. So the guy used to date Chirsean back in the day, like high school type shit, and was really in love with old girl. And apparently while she was with Blueface, she was also fucking on old dude. So that's why she didn't know who the baby like father was. And he was like, bro, that's my kid. Like, look at the kid, look at him. And even though his facial features are like messed up due to the fetal alcohol syndrome, like, it still, like, really does look like him. Like, by the nose and the cheeks, I would say. It looks like her ex-boyfriend from high school. Sad, bro. And he was just trying to, like... And regardless of the fact that the baby was, like, is messed up and still... And probably won't have a great life, he still wanted to step in and be, like, a father to the child. Like, that's a different kind of love. So, like, humans are very, like... Sure, we're rational at points, but we're very irrational when it comes to love. Because, oh my goodness, I would have to be in his shoes to feel what he's feeling to take over that responsibility.
Her thoughts,
Oh
her
my
opinions, and
goodness. I hope
feelings.
you
She
guys
took
can
this
hear that.
meeting
That's
without
loud
some
as
sort
shit.
of a lawyer present.
so
And
sorry.
during this time, she would give what would be motivation for why she would end this man's life.
He is dead, bro. Y'all never asked me not one time how did I feel about it? Did it hurt me? Did it move me? At that point, I already stopped loving him. Not like that. When he died, I had no feelings in my body because it was like that person was trying to kill me before he left.
Bro, like she's like exposing herself. Like I believe that she probably has a hand to play in his death. Like, you know how girls are in the hood. Like, they'll drop locations. They'll put you know what I'm saying, they'll let other niggas know, hey, pull up on this nigga real quick, or they'll be the trap for the nigga. So women are not, like, you know, separated from like the gangster lifestyle. Like, she's probably definitely in it, and the fact that she's trying to justify it in herself by saying, oh, he was trying to kill me. He had no, like, from what I saw, he had no intentions of harming Krishan at all. He just wanted to have the baby. He just wanted to take care of the baby. That's all he wanted. He wanted to be a father. That's what he wanted. So for her to, like, try and cope her way out of this with, oh, he was trying to come get me. No, why would he ever do that? He was in love with you.
He really was. He was trying to diminish my character, my image. He was trying to clout chase off of my son that I love the most. Like, people be doing stuff and don't know what be actually the after.
And clout chasing isn't even a thing anymore, for real. It's all just clip farming. That's what it is. But clout chasing does not work, G. Like, maybe 2016, okay, Boot Gang. He was able to come up off of clout chasing, doing dumb shit. But in today's age, if you clout chase, people are obviously, like, they pointed out, for one. Two, let's say you do get the followers aren't going to translate to money. There's people with like hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and they have no money at all. I've seen it in my in my face. They'll say, oh, I work in this industry and da 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 da, and they're broke as shit. They end up like having to steal from you.
What?
Now, for what it's worth, the police haven't named her to be some sort of suspect in this situation, but the internet is speculating about it, and there's a good amount of motive for her to do this exact thing, because ultimately,
a lot of us got to realize, like, a lot of these famous people or like influencers, most of them be kind of broke, G. If they're not on their business shit, they be kind of out of it. That's why Krishan, she got to come back with Blueface and be on her, you know what I'm saying, on her dumb shit. Like, she got to start professionally boxing. Like, they only have one skill, and it's to be a clown. So
he's bashing her name, and if the baby's not Blueface's, then that cuts off a whole section of her life that would continue to further the madness that ultimately does get her funded and paid very well. At some point, this stops looking like a bunch of random mistakes, and ultimately it looks like this pattern of behavior that's too hard to not like talk about and just brush it up against the wall and leave it for somebody else to sweep up. We can't do that anymore. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Omar, it's almost like you're framing it as if she hasn't changed at all from her past behaviors, and that's kind of what I'm doing. For what it's worth, Krishan is not like a great person in this world. Granted, we can forgive a lot of things, but if you're not gonna hold yourself accountable or even continuously deny these actions, then ultimately, hey man, we gotta start calling the pot black, the kettle black. Gotta start calling a spade a spade. Chirsean Rock has figured out the ultimate blueprint in this content creation game. She has figured out that you can be horrible and you can get paid for being horrible. The algorithm rewards the horribleness of it all.
You know how much money he just made? He made 100K. I made like 60, but that was just from 2 days of hanging out with him. And I feel you, bro. Like, you know, like, okay, yeah.
See, like, she has to be a jester to get that 60K. There's no other way in this life that she'd be able to make 60K in 2 days. Like, there's people there's a way that you can do it. And there's a way you can do it without being an idiot, for sure, ski. It's been done before. But, you know, for some people, they only see one route and they get pigeonholed into that route. So
Tighten up that.
Obviously, she did with the fucking face tats and the neck tat and her antics in general and the way that she fucking sacrificed her kid, bro. Because holy shit.
Bro, I'm really just it's just business. It's just business. You feel me? I ain't even tripping.
The worse she behaves, the more attention she gets, the more attention she gets, the more content.
It's a great cope. It's a great cope.
that can be put out there, more content that's put out there, more
just
dollar
business.
signs she sees. Every fight becomes
hey.
something that's a spectacle. It gets clipped, it gets circulated, and we know how the content creation economy goes. So the reality is, what incentive does she have to change? At the end of the day, she's still going to benefit financially from being the same exact person. Hell, I'd even argue that the change doesn't bring the dollars and cents. It doesn't.
No. She's not the same as that person from before. She's worse because of what she did to that kid.
Even bring the commentary videos or the reactions from people. She's getting the rewards of being a bad mother in real time because social media dictates that that's what it's supposed to happen. After years of doing this, Chirsean knows that being a disaster is profitable, and that's what makes this whole rebrand that she has going on very much so unbelievable. While she's saying that she's changing every other stream, she keeps doing the behavior that is having people call her the bad mother or a crash out or a nuisance or all these other things, because ultimately she's getting the dollars for it. And so maybe this is just simply who Chirsean is, and the dollars are coming in and they're rewarding her for being her. For what it's worth, Chirsean can find God, she can stop drinking, she can get baptized, she can tell everybody that she's changed until she's blue in the face, but that doesn't matter if the behavior ultimately stays the same, especially when she's refusing to acknowledge the things that she's did.
You know how I think in Christianity it says like when you sin, like it leads to your death essentially, like it means like in like a esoteric or like spiritual sense of death. Like she'll get to the point, and she probably is already at that point where she can't even come back. Like her first trip to get to know God and all that, like her heart will be like closed off, and she won't be able to, depending on how long she wants to keep on chasing this bread, bro. Because you see it with like Diddy. Diddy's like the first, like the biggest case in the last 5 years that we can see that like once you reach a certain level of, you know, sin or debauchery, then it only goes up from there. So this is just like a smaller version of it. Even though she's not like obviously, you know, sex parties and all that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean like the sin in general.
In real time. I don't know how she can sit there and lie to us and say there's juice when there's video evidence of her drinking straight from a Don Julio bottle. And that's really the problem with Chirsean Rock, is that every time she's introduced this new version of herself, the behaviors dictate that she is the same old, same old. So maybe she genuinely does want to change, but the actions aren't lining up with those things. Hell, it's why you got right back with Blueface trying to play the whole parenthood mother gimmick of it all. Hey, I'm getting the family back together. But later on that same night, you were in the streets throwing bows with his baby mama. I don't know. At this point, it's not a phase. It's literally just who you are.
Facts.
All the online right are rejoicing.
All right. That was that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all like,
This is for
subscribe. And let me know what y'all think about Chirsean, man. She a demon at the end of the day, man. Scary. I never ever want to be around something like that. That energy got to stay over there. Can't do it. But, all right, I'll catch y'all in the next video.